What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my people? Hey, I have not been on live in a minute, but I've done some studying on my numerology and realized that I'm a person that I have to take the time to go through what I go through, and then after I come through the epiphanies and I get the clarity, then I come and teach what I've just learned, right? Leave my pet roach alone. He just want to be seen. He just want to be seen. Right? Wagwan. So, one thing that I definitely want to say from this whole time that I've kind of been like, I've been like on a hiatus, like, you know, getting back on the horse when it comes to like really daily routines. And I want to say one thing that I've definitely been learning around this time is, you know, I've been learning deep, like I've been going, first of all, I want to let y'all know my podcast is officially up too. A lot of y'all was telling me to get the podcast, link in the bio, click podcast, right? So one thing that I've really been learning is like, sometimes we try too hard. Sometimes we try way too hard for our manifestations. Like there are whole laws that tell us the law of the principle of least action, least effort, right? And the one thing that I can say, like, that I've for sure learned, like, around this period of time that I've been, like, because right now is it's a really metamorphosis time, you know? And it's really been, like, if anybody else feels the energy, you can feel this transition from old beginnings to new beginnings, right? And trust me, I know y'all feel this. We're literally in this transformation. A lot of you guys have been seeing butterflies. A lot of you guys have been seeing dragonflies. A lot of you guys have been like just seeing symbolism of like death, and like, and when I say death, I mean like Scorpio death, like new beginnings kind of thing. And that's because it is a new beginning. I love you too. It is a new beginning, and it is a new level, a new realm, you know what I'm saying? And personally, the things that I've dropped recently, the things that I have dropped in this phase of like releasing all these old things and going to the new things, like one thing that I realized is, so I realized for sure about boundaries, you know, if you are not respecting my boundaries, I have to let that go. I cannot, you know, calmness, poise. That's one thing I really like been learning. Like, you know, there's no reason to let anybody else shake up your calm, shake up your peace of mind, shake you up regardless. There should be no reason why anybody can say something to you or do something to you and, you know, it takes away from your peace of mind. Like, for real. And that's the truth. And the reason why I say this is because, you know, when somebody crosses your boundaries, it's your responsibility to say it, let them know, and go on about your day. It's no reason to sit here and continue to stress over people or continue to stress over things that are not respecting your boundaries or are not giving you what you need. You know, like, first of all, if somebody gives you the scissors, then cut them off. If somebody, you know, and Kundalini Awakening has been very big for me around this time. So make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube, check out the Crystal Shop, and follow me on Patreon, link in the bio. So one thing I've learned a lot was like the Kundalini Awakening, and I've been reading, so it's very hard for me to remember where I read this from, but they definitely said that, I remember it was a spiritual book I was reading, it said that, you know, when you start to transcend a certain point and like you're starting to like really get into a heightened level of awareness, you start to release the ego and start to become more like the greater source. So like, for example, this is what it means. It means that, oh, instead of you being so rooted in your individuality and being like, oh, I need to stand out, I'm different, like, you're not me, like, I'm better than you, da 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 da. When you start to ascend that ego, you start to realize, oh, I am getting rid of all of this individuality and becoming more one with the source, and realizing how you are a small part of the greater source. That's what happens when you start to get towards another level of consciousness, and not everybody's going to understand that. I had one of my friends give me a I think it's so crazy. I had one of my friends give me a human design reading, right? And it talked about me being an alchemist, right? And it's funny because I got this tattoo from Full Metal Alchemist, Sacred Geometry, and I wanted to talk about doing, like, I got the tattoo for creation with my hand. So when he did my reading, it literally said that I was an alchemist, right? That I'm literally here to transmute and to create and to manifest things. And it's funny because these past couple of days I've been super into manifestations, which is why I've been telling y'all, hey, if y'all need help with manifestation, I'm the one to talk to, because I understand transmutation, alchemy, manifestation at its core, right? Also, he said that in my reading, he was doing my reading, he was like, it actually says here in your reading that you are one of those who are going to have you are one of the few that have the highest consciousness on the planet. That's what he said from my reading. He said, you are one of the few that will have the highest consciousness on the planet. And I understand that because I am a very, like, my whole personality, even from my birth chart and my numerology, all talks about me being very intellectual, right? I'm 21 years old and look at how I'm talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Can you make a vid about books we should read? Yes, I am definitely going to do that. Yes, I am definitely going to do that. Also, on my Patreon, I take the same books that I teach you guys about and I break them down and I, give my own thing. But there is one book that I have coming right now, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that because I want y'all to understand about manifesting. I was meditating today, and today I challenged myself. I said, okay, today I'm going to do 30 minutes, and I'm about to tell you my epiphanies that I got from all of that, right? So today I said I'm gonna meditate for 30 minutes, right? And for 30 minutes I'm gonna meditate. It's gonna be just me and me, quiet, calm, no phone, no nothing, right? So in this 30 minutes I started to realize, when you start to zone in into sight, things start to get pixelated, if you know what I'm saying. When you start like zoning in into one place, things start to get pixelated, right? So then I'm meditating. I have my Chevron Amethyst in my hand. If you guys want to cop Chevron Amethyst crystal, this is what I meditate with. This is in the link in my bio, crystal shop. I was with the Chevron Amethyst in my hand, and I was like, yo, now that I think about it, every night we go to sleep, and where do we really go? And it made me think, like, what if this whole time when we go to sleep, we're really just putting this AVI, this avatar, to rest, to recharge, while we get up off the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, imagine playing GTA, and every time you play GTA, the way to save the game is to put your player to sleep. Because I was like, think about it. We wake up in the same place. And when we wake up in the same place, that's we're charged, right? And we're ready to do the same thing that we did yesterday, today. Because we're people of habit. So it just made me think, like, how do we not know that we are... How do we not know? How do we know if we are just... literally just in a video game? And what I wanted to tell people is, like, we are in a video game, we are in a simulation, we are in a matrix, but that should make things so much more easier to manifest with, right? That should make things so much easier to manifest, and it should take the pressure off of your manifestations when you realize this is all just a program, right? And like, the moment that I was having those thoughts of, like, this is just a video game, then the view of the whole, like my consciousness went from first perspective to, like, this perspective of, like, Sims when you're watching your character walk around the house. And I was like, this is literally a video game, which is why it's so easy that's why they tell you to create your reality, because it's a video game. They tell you to create because it's a video game, right? So now, to take the pressure off of your manifestations, that's to let you know what? Why can't I do this and this and that? Thank you for the donation. This is such a video game. Why can't I? Like, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. They say this whole life is through trial and error. Of course it is. When you're playing Mario, what are you doing? You're continuously dying on that level, and you are learning, next time let me jump over this person. Every single time. And you get better at life through trial and error, right? So what I want to say is, these are a few laws that I've been learning for manifesting, and please take these notes down. I go deeper on these things in my Patreon. Link in my bio to join my Patreon. Also, I have crystals on my crystal shop that you can use to also help you manifest. So what you got to understand too is, like, for my alchemist, whoever watched Full Metal Alchemist, you understand of the Philosopher's Stone. You understand that these people have crystals that, you know what I'm saying? So I started to understand why I'm so drawn to crystals, because I'm an alchemist. Alchemists are very much drawn to crystals and the spirits and all these things, because these crystals help us create even more. They can help us, you know, depending on what form we want to manipulate. Let's say we get a stone for grounding. We may be able to affect elements of earth elements, right? So this is why also I want you guys to start studying about alchemy. I teach all these things on my Patreon or on my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into it, because I'm about to break down the secret and to literally manifesting, okay? So the secret, there's a few laws and a few principles, and the one principle that I want to talk about is the law of assumption. I've been talking about this a lot the past week, because the law of assumption is really real. So what I mean by that is, you have to carry yourself as if you are the person that you want to be already, period. You have to carry yourself as that. Now, the reason why I say that is because you're attracting what you are. So if you attract what you are, then that means that, let's say, if you think that you are broke, you will manifest broke mentality, broke lifestyle. What's up, Dom? Broke this, broke that, broke that. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you are going to be a millionaire or this and this and that, this is why they always tell you to dress like the job that you want, not the job that you have. Because you have to become that person in order for that manifestation to become reality. So there is no way that you can say, oh, I'm going to start eating healthy when I'm vegan. Doesn't make sense, bud. Doesn't make sense. I see you, Gabby. I just saw you subscribe to the Patreon. New videos coming today, right? Make sure you guys check out my podcast. Link in the bio, click podcast, right? So you have to understand, because trust me, these are conversations that you want to listen to when you're headed to school, when you're going to work, all these different things, right? So what you have to understand is, you have to assume that this is already your reality. This is a program. This is a game, and you can control it. Honestly, right? Another thing that I want to tell you about, right? Because I'm touching these things light, because I'm going to reconnect everything. And on my podcast, I also talked about this. Are you a Scorpio? I am on the day of Scorpio, but my actual sign is on Libra, but I'm raised by Scorpio and my Mercury's in Scorpio, so I do have a lot of Scorpio energy. October 23rd. So imagination. There's a law of imagination. Venus is in Virgo. A law of imagination. And this law of imagination basically talks about, if you can imagine it, if you can see it, then you can be it, right? And I'm about to name a few books that you can read in order to talk more about this, right? So one book that I want you to read is called The Master Key System. The Master Key System, right? The Master Key System. Now, this book will literally teach you about your imagination. Now, let's talk about this. There is no such thing as real, right? And I'm gonna post something, right? I'm gonna show you guys a picture. What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you feel, what you can smell, and what you can taste and see, then real is simply electro currents interpreted by your brain. So if there is no such thing as real, then that means your dreams. Like, if there's really no such thing as real, then that means, what are your dreams? What are your imaginations? Because when you daydream, you're literally, your attention, you're in somewhere else. You're somewhere else. And you got to remember, just because this physical body isn't there, does not mean that you are not present in whatever realm that you are in. Right? So I want you to think about that. And that should give you more power towards your imagination to say, you know what? What is my imagination? Right? And there is a hermetic law, right? And the hermetics basically talk about alchemy too. There is hermetic law. And if you want to read the book that have the hermetic laws, the Kabbalion, also have a podcast explaining things on that too, about the hermetic laws. There's a hermetic law that talks about the law of mentalism. That all is mind. That all is mind, right? And the reason why it says that is because everything is mental. We think about basketball, we think about sports, we think about chess. Everything is a mental thing, right? Exactly. Imagination is the creator gene. And the thing about it is, school, everything is in the link in my bio. And the thing about it is, school, what they do is they try to dim your imagination ability. It's like a muscle. The ability to manifest and to imagine is a muscle, right? So when they make you think that all that is real is right here, and they make you so dull because of all of the programming and learning that you're doing in school, it creates a chemical imbalance and it doesn't allow you to imagine. So you may say, Sticks, how does it create a chemical imbalance? Well, you have two parts of the brain. One part of the brain is the very creative side, and another part of the brain is the logical side. So school will make you overly logical. And I learned this from art and university, right? So when you are overly logical, right, it takes away from your creative side. It's like, imagine if you're only doing leg day. You're not strengthening your arms, or if you're only doing arms, you're not doing leg day. Then you're not strengthening your legs, right? So you have to understand, when you're only strengthening your logical side, you're creating an imbalance, and your creative side is no longer strengthening. But you have to realize that, just like XXXTentacion said, you're meant to come here to create and evolve. Now imagine me, an alchemist. I'm not able to create. I'm literally not able to do my purpose, all because I let a system program me, right? So what I want to tell you guys is, you guys have to start training your ability to imagine. And if you love these teachings that I'm doing, go ahead and give my YouTube a subscribe. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. That's just the way to support. That's just the way to support. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I want to say is that you have to strengthen your imagination. And one exercise that I definitely do daily, like, I've changed my life with this, and I'm doing this daily. Every night before you go to sleep, right? What's up, Dylan? I don't know exactly how to say your name, but I definitely know you. I definitely know you. Delynn, right? So every day you want to take time away to focus on your imagination, right? And I'm about to give you a key, right? So look, and listen, y'all, like, I need y'all to understand, I've mastered this manifestation stuff, right? I've mastered this manifestation stuff. That's exactly why I have this tattoo on my hand. I mastered this manifestation stuff, right? And I'm about to tell you my exact way of manifesting. So please show support. You know, go get you some crystals. Go join the Patreon. Show some support, because this is my personal way of manifesting, and I'm about to teach you this, okay? It's just a law of equivalent exchange, right? So what I'm about to show you is, okay, so first of all, let me show you the book that I bought, right? Because I'm putting y'all on to game. I'm putting y'all on to game, period. I'm going to teach you how to manifest. I'm putting you on to game. You're not too late. I'm actually right about to start. And please, I'm about to give out game. So if you have a friend who needs to learn how to manifest, please send them this. Please send them this. This video will also be on my YouTube. I'm about to spit all of the game. Share this live with your friends who need to know. Don't be selfish with information and knowledge, okay? And join the Patreon if you want to learn more stuff like this, right? Travis Shocker. Straight up. Straight up. Okay, cool. So this is a book that I bought. This is a book that I bought, right? This is a book that I bought. Now, keep sharing the live. Keep sharing the live. So this book is, I'm about to break everything down. Make sure you got a notebook and stay with me, okay? Stay with me, because this is about to be for real, the laws, bro, okay? So I bought a book. It's called the Neville Collection. It's Neville Goddard, right? So Neville Goddard is basically like the guy who created Think and Grow Rich. He's another guy like who speaks about law of attraction and really gives you the science of this, right? So the reason why I bought this book is because Neville Goddard talks about the law of assumption, or the principle of assumption, and the law of imagination, right? And the law of least effort, right? So basically what he's saying is, and this is what I'm going to go deeper in this, and I'm going to break all of this down, right? So basically, when you have something that you want, first things first is you got to figure out, what do you want, right? And the reason why I say this is because a lot of times we manifest things and we think that is what we want, right? Make sure y'all share this, because we're getting into it. Share this with your friends who need to know this. We think that this is something that we want, right? A lot of people say, oh, I want fame. In reality, all they want is riches, right? But they have connected fame and riches together, right? So let's say somebody's like, oh, I want fame, I want fame, I want fame. But in reality, they just want riches, right? So that manifestation may not happen because it's not truly what will fulfill them. Or it may not happen, or it may happen and they may not be fulfilled, right? So you got to ask yourself truly and honestly, what do you want? And I want you to write this down, okay? So the book is called The Neville Collection, right? So this is what I want you to write down, right? So I want you to write down what you want. What do you truly want, right? Be specific about it, right? And I'm gonna put a timer. I'm gonna put a timer, and I'm gonna put a 1-minute timer. And what I want you to do is I want you to get your notebook, right? This is a manifestation masterclass right here for free, all for you right now, right? So a minute, I want you to write down exactly what you want. Write down in your notes, and it has to be on paper. It has to be on paper. When you write it down on paper, it is 40% more likely to be successful. So write down, what is it that you want? Hey, if that's what it is, it's a class for abundance. That's all I know. That's all I know. It's a class of abundance, right? So write down what you want. Write down what you want, right? And when you write this down, I want you to even think about it. What does it look like? What does this look like, right? I'm writing, I want this, I want that, I want that. And don't think you have to be limited to one thing. You don't have to be limited to one thing. You can write down as many things as you want. I want this, I want that, I want this, right? So okay, cool, right? So we got about 20 seconds left. Write down exactly what you want. And if you are just joining, make sure y'all sharing this live. But if you are just joining, I'm basically teaching you guys how to manifest. At least the way that I've been doing it, where I saw it work for me, okay? So, timer is up. Okay, so now you have exactly what you want, okay? Now what I want you to do is I want you to write down more. What is the next level to that? If you said, oh, I want to get 50,000 by next year, what would be the next level of that, right? Because a lot of times we manifest and we play it safe. We're like, well, I'll just do this, right? No. What is the next level of that, right? I want you to think about that. Now, after you figure that out and you think about that, this is what I want you to do now. I want you to find a place in your space, write down these steps, right? And whenever we're finished, then you go ahead and do this, right? So I want you to write down these steps. What I want you to do is I want you to find a place that you know will be quiet and you will be able to be by yourself, okay? Now, while you're by yourself, you want to close your eyes. If you feel like your back hurts when you try to meditate, then lay down, and I want you to specifically imagine yourself with these things or with these items. And if it helps, I want you to go on your phone and look up pictures. So what I do is I have Pinterest, right? And on my Pinterest, I will look up all the things that I want, create a mood board of my visualization, right? I will study this picture. So if it's a car that I'm manifesting, I will study the picture of this car. Okay, this is where the screws are. This is how the seat looks. This is how that is curved, right? Study the imagery so then you can take it into your imagination, right? And the ideal times to do this is when you're waking up from sleep. And the reason why is because you just left the astral realm. So you are still on a theta brain state. Or you want to do this when you're going to sleep because you're about to go into the astral realm, okay? So really try, don't hurt yourself. Don't try hard. But what you want to do is, you want to concentrate. Everything is focused, right? Everything is focused, right? So if everything is focused, right? And somebody said something about why would I be giving this away? First of all, somebody gave this to me and it changed my life. I'm not a selfish person. I want to help people, period, right? So, and if you can feel my energy, I'm standing on authenticity, period. So when I go to sleep, I put my head on that pillow and I completely zone in, right? A lot of times too, let's say if you want to make more money, this is a secret hack. If you want to make more money, go on YouTube and watch videos of people counting money. I'm telling you, this is the hack, y'all. This is the hack. Watch videos of people counting money and listen to how they... You have to, there's certain things that will trigger the subconscious mind, right? So for example, if you have an Etsy shop, if you have a Shopify shop, go on YouTube and listen to the sound of the Shopify notification when you get a sale, right? If there's a certain Cash App sound, go on YouTube and listen to the sound of the Cash App, right? Because this is what it's going to do. Cash App sound. Cash App sound. The reason why I'm telling you to do this is because your mind is going to, oh, so this is what happens. Your mind hears the Cash App sound. It's like, oh, we just have money. Oh, we just made money. Oh, we just made money, right? So now that your mind thinks that, the reality, because you got to remember, it's the mind that creates the reality. It's not, you're not responding to the reality. You're creating the reality. And that's what people fail to realize, right? Make sure you guys check out the crystal shop. I'm going to tell you guys a couple of crystals that I use to manifest and meditate with, right? Okay, so you have to realize that everything is going from inside outward. So all that energy, all that action, everything that you see is on the outside, right? And I'm about to get so much more deeper, y'all. I'm about to get so much more deeper, right? Hold on. Right? So the first thing you think is, oh, I got money. Right? Because imagine if I was in the room with you and I played that song, you're going to be like, oh, did I just get money? Yeah, because subconsciously you're thinking, I got money. Are your crystals real? Yes, I even have videos of my vendors and people cutting the crystals open from out the mountain, right? So my crystals are real, my love. But listen, so now we're going to get over to the next level, right? So we already talked about law of assumption. You have to carry yourself and walk as if you're already that person that you want to be, okay? So I'm a millionaire, right? So if I'm a millionaire, what is millionaire habits? Millionaire habits is millionaires work out. Millionaires invest. Millionaires carry themselves with confidence. They walk in a room, you know what I'm saying? Millionaires are consistently reading, right? So that means that you have to become that for your reality to represent that, right? Because when you start to engulf those habits, your reality is, your subconscious mind is going to be like, okay, well, I'm this, so this excuse me, guys. So this reality has to reflect this. Okay, so then if my mind is a millionaire, then okay, then we gotta put the money in the game then, right? It's loading, right? So if I've already said, okay, this character is a millionaire, okay, so then we gotta give the character's world $1 million, right? So what I want to let you know now is like, so if you were exactly who you were, and let's say you are that millionaire that you've been manifesting to be, you wouldn't be like slouching like this. You wouldn't be like, yeah, man, I'm just like, no, you'd be like, yeah, so basically today, you know what I'm saying, this and this and that. If you're a business person, how is a business person carrying themselves? First of all, I'm about to speak some stuff that is very specific to somebody. This is very specific to somebody. You let me know if this is for you. If you feel this resonates with you, say, yo, this resonates with me, okay? A lot of y'all want to be business owners, but y'all are not spending the money on yourselves. Y'all are not treating yourself like a business owner. The business owner needs to be taking care of themselves. You need to be groomed. You need to be getting your nails done, right? You can't be writing checks with dirty nails. You can't be trying to go get more clients or get more clientele and you're not dressing nice. Invest in yourself, right? Go get you some nice clothes from H&M. Go get you some, you know what I'm saying? Go get your nails done. Go take care of your hair. Go get you that facial. Take care of yourself, because guess what? People like LeBron James, who's a billionaire, spends $1 million on his body. How are you investing in yourself? How are you investing in yourself? A lot of y'all are having such a mindset over money, like, oh, I can't spend this. Oh, I can't spend this. One thing that millionaires always say is that you got to spend money to make money. And that's not even, you got to change your mindset from, a lot of y'all are in a lack abundant mindset. You have to talk about money as if, you know, every time I spend it, it comes back, because that is the law. What you give is what you get. The more money you spend, the more money you get back. You have to realize that this is a flow of abundance. You can't, the universe is going to give you abundance so you can give abundance. You can't be trying to hoard all the abundance. It's like this. We're in a circle and I'm like, okay, here you go. Thank you. Here you go. Thank you. Here you go. But guess what? Imagine if in that circle, I just keep taking, I'm like, okay, all right. There's going to be a blockage. So you have to get it and let it go. Get it, let it go. Get it, let it go. Are you that afraid that it won't come? Are you that afraid that your money won't come back? You have to release the mindset that I have to work hard for money, because you don't. You don't. They lie to you about that. You have to be a good person for money. You have to be authentic if you want money abundance, right? And a lot of y'all are manifesting money in y'all law of attractions, but a lot of y'all don't really want the money. You want what you are going to get with the money. So if you're manifesting, oh, I want to have a house, then manifest the house. Manifest the house. Right? So even then, let's go a little bit deeper now. So right now, something that I'm putting into effect, and make sure you guys are subscribing to me on YouTube and following me on Instagram and joining the Patreon. Show some support to your girl, man, because I'm here to show y'all love and support. I'm here to give, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I want to say. There's this another law that I am really putting into place now, and it is called the law of least effort. I've been so trained that, and it's a capitalism mindset. I've been so trained that you got to be productive, you got to be productive, you got to be productive, you got to be productive. Now, you have to understand that I'm not saying don't put action in. I'm not saying don't put action in, right? What I'm saying is put the least amount of effort in, because a lot of you guys are thinking that this is a physical made world, when this world isn't. This whole world is a mental world. It's the law of mentalism. The law of mentalism. So everything you need is think and grow rich, right? But you still make sure. I'm not telling you to do no action, no effort. Exactly. It's work smarter, not harder. Why do we see people? There's people out here, and I've thought about it, right? I've thought about, let's think about this, right? Your manifestations, the manifestations that you try so hard on take forever to come to reality, right? But the manifestation that you just say and be like, well, I want some pizza, and then you just let it go, those are the ones that happen to come so fast. Yeah, exactly. It's not the law of no effort. It's the law of least effort. Thank you, Mac. Thank you so much. Right? I appreciate that. Thank you for putting that in capitalizations. Thank you. I appreciate that for real. Much love to y'all, bro. Much love to y'all. I want to also let y'all know I'm very grateful for y'all being here. Like, I know y'all are receiving something, but I just want to say thank y'all, because, this is my passion, to be able to teach these kind of things and to, hear stories later on about how it changed your life. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know now, if you're listening to this and you actually put these messages into order and you read the books that I'm telling you, and you, I promise you, your life will change, because these are the things that I did and my life changed. Right? My life changed. So for real, I want y'all to go to sleep. Write this down. I'm about to give y'all the clear, simple step, right? Number 1, find out what you want, right? Number 1, find out what you want. Number 1, find out what you want. Number two, law of assumption. Be that thing. Act like you already have it. You know what I'm saying? Law of assumption, right? Number three is imagination. Visualize yourself as that person. Visualize as if you're already having it, right? Visualize as if it's already there, right? So then, after you visualize, number 4, you want to feel that emotion. How would you act? How would you be? How would you carry yourself after you receive that? That is the key. How would you react? How would you carry yourself if you had received that very thing this moment? This moment, right? Now, I'm about to put y'all on real quick. Hold on. I'm about to put y'all on, okay? So, listen. If I'm going to tell you how would you react if you received your manifestation? So if I'm going to tell you how I manifest, I'm going to give y'all all the... Listen. I'm about to give y'all all my secrets, right? I'm a very magical person. You ask any one of my friends, they'll let you know, nah, bro, I don't know how Sticks do it, but Sticks is tapped into the sixth sense. It's literally on my human design chart and on my birth chart that it literally says that I am a genius. Like, I swear. This is not me. I swear. It says it on my human design chart, and it says it on my birth chart that I am born a genius, right? So, crystals that I definitely want to recommend to y'all, and I'm telling you this from my own personal experience. I have many crystals on my website, but the main crystals that I truly have worked with and have seen so much, listen, so Chevron Amethyst, and I'm about to let y'all know now, right? Because y'all may be like, well, how did that work for you, right? Yeah, you already know pyrite and amethyst. How you know? You see, I say the same things, right? So the reason why I say Chevron Amethyst is amazing because, okay, so on my human design chart, right? And I'm going to show y'all on my human design chart, it says that, right? My third eye was lightened up, meaning that was a chakra that I would use a lot. So, and I can understand that because I'm an intellectual person, right? Yes, I love it. I got it from your shop. See? Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I only have 3 left. A lot of my crystals sell out. If you guys have been seeing my shop, then you know I sell out of crystals very fast. So I have about 3 Chevron Amethyst left. Now, why is Chevron Amethyst so different from regular amethyst? Okay, Chevron Amethyst is different because, first of all, it has clear quartz in it. Now, the reason why clear quartz is important is because ancient Egypt themselves, the ancient Egyptians, has said clear quartz is the strongest crystal out there. Now, a lot of you guys may be like, why is it clear quartz? Well, did you know that, first of all, your phones, your watches, your radios are all made with clear quartz. They help create electricity, right? And clear quartz rules over the third eye and the crown chakra. So having amethyst and clear quartz is a double whammy on your third eye and on your crown chakra, right? So the reason I truly recommend this is because I've never had a crystal give me visuals before in a meditation, right? This was the only crystal, and I put this on. I'm standing on my. I put this on my art. I'm standing on my integrity right now. This is the only crystal that has given me visuals during a meditation, and the visuals it gave me was I literally saw my aura, and then I was able to see one of the hermetic laws live in play, which is the law of vibration, that everything vibrates, right? Everything vibrates. And I was seeing my meditation, like my aura, it wasn't like a line and a circle. No. My aura was like a whole bunch of atoms that made up this one thing that was, you know what I'm saying? It was when I looked up this aura color was green, right? Now, mind you, I just learned that I'm an alchemist, right? And mind you, I got this tattoo so I can manifest and do alchemy, right? So tell me why when I see my aura, it says green. Now, people with green auras are able to heal with their hands. So when I learned that, I was like, yo, all of this makes sense. All of this makes sense. And that's how I knew, like, nah, bro, this ain't no bullshit. Like, I'm dead. You got to understand, bro, this is all a video game, right? You see it with the Avengers. Everybody got these different stones. Y'all go ahead and sleep on the stones if you want to, but you got to realize that plants grow out the earth and they have an amazing frequency and health benefit. These stones, these crystals grow out of the earth and they have these amazing benefits. Like, how is there crystals coming out with gold, with purple, right? And you got to understand that the earth manifests itself. So whatever color that you see, that's what chakra it works with, right? Just like when you see how the carrots look like eyes. The carrots look like eyes, and therefore they help with the eyes. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, check out the link in my bio, Crystal Shop. I don't have a lot. See, look, y'all already selling me out. See, now that I say that, I don't even know if they're still on there. But y'all go ahead, check out the Crystal Shop. I do have some beautiful crystals. I have more crystals coming in. But I definitely recommend, like, if there's any crystal that you get, Chevron, Amethyst, and Pyrite. Period. Chevron, Amethyst, and Pyrite. Period. You know what I'm saying? And if you're interested in going deeper into your spirituality, go ahead and join me on Patreon, subscribe to me on YouTube and everything, right? So we're going to get into some teachings, right? Okay, so we're going to talk about this, right? So this is, what's the name of the crystal? The crystal is called Chevron Amethyst, right? And this one is called Pyrite. What's the crystal used for business? It's called Moonstone. Okay, so I have another crystal. There's a crystal on my website called Moonstone. That's for people who have businesses. If you have a business and things like that, it's called Moonstone. Link in my bio. Also, I would also recommend, so you guys know that I sell out very quickly. So if you want to stay up to date with the shop and when I post stuff, go to the website and put your phone number or put your email in, and you will be the first person to know. So I know a lot of times the crystals sell out from the people who join through email. Can you spell it, please? Spell what? Moonstone. Moonston. How can I purchase? Click the link in my bio and click Crystal Shop. Right? So Moonstone. Yes. Okay. So look, I want to talk to y'all about this, right? And make sure y'all get Lapis too. Lapis is really good. Lapis lazuli, also selenite. If you want to cleanse your crystals, get selenite, right? So listen, what y'all need to understand is this whole world, this whole society or whatever, this whole matrix thing, right? You have to understand that when you are in a human form, and I need y'all to really understand this, right? Lapis. Okay, somebody said, what's Lapis? Let me explain to you what Lapis does. Lapis was one of the crystals of the ancient Egyptian, right? Let me just tell them what Lapis does, and then we're going to get over to this, right? So, Lapis opens minds and gives enlightenment, self-awareness, self-confidence, self-knowledge, helps with good moods, peace, harmony, compassion, morality, right? It also helps with blood pressure, insomnia. You know what I'm saying? So now let's go back to what I was saying, right? So you have to understand that if you love my voice, go ahead and listen to my podcast, link in the bio. So you have to understand that the universe, not even the universe, but this system that we're in, it wants to use your human body as a source of energy, right? Think about computers. Computers literally are duplicates of us. They want to be us. These computers are built based off of our brain, right? So there are certain entities, certain beings that live off of humans, right? So you have to understand that your energy is very powerful. This is why I always tell y'all to be careful with y'all energy, because you have to think about energy like currency, right? So you have to understand whatever you pay attention to, whatever you focus on, you're giving it, like, think about it, it's like you're giving it energy, like I'm sending money to you when I pay attention to you, right? That's why when you don't focus on yourself, you feel like because you're focusing on somebody else, meaning you're giving them the energy, and then you feel like you ain't because you're giving them the energy, right? So you have to realize that, and if you're working a 9 to 5, the thing is, I'm not going to sit here and be like, 9 to 5s ain't it's not about that. You have to learn how to use your 9 to 5 as a stepping stone to get where you want to be, right? So if you want to teach people yoga, okay, so let your 9 to 5 pay for the classes to learn yoga. Let your 9 to 5 invest in you, right? Use your 9 to 5 as an investor, right? And you have to understand too that they want to suck your soul. They want to suck your soul dry. They want to suck your soul dry. And the reason why I say that is because your energy, they want that. Your attention, they want that. Y'all selling me out the crystals. Your energy, they want that. Your attention, they want that. Your time, they want that. They want everything that comes with being a human. Right? So when you start to realize, oh my gosh, I'm actually think about how many sperm cells tried to make it to the womb and didn't make it, but you made it. You are a whole human being. There's people who are, there's souls that have freaking came back to life as a roach, as a lizard, and you came in as a whole human being. You have to understand, this will be on my YouTube, but a lot of this information is this stuff that's like on my Patreon. But you have to understand that you are a whole human being. You carry the energy, the power of so much, right? So people want that energy. Think about it. If I just told you are alchemists, if I just told you have special abilities, right? They can, if they feel like, oh my gosh, these humans have special abilities, their blood is this. Why do you think our organs cost so much? Why do you think vampires live off of human blood? Think about it. Click the link in my bio to check the Patreon, right? You can check it because I can't really, But vampires want human blood, and what they do, they suck you dry, right? Because you help them keep living. Think about whatever other entities that's here. Think about it like that. They want to suck you dry, right? So when they get you to work these 9 to 5s and they get you to go to these schools and they suck your passion dry, guess what? You no longer have that creative energy because they've sucked it out of you. They've taken that energy from you and they sucked it out of you. That creativity, right? So you got to understand, you are way more special than you may think. You are way more special than you may think. How do we get it back? You practice. You keep trying. You strengthen it. It's like a muscle, right? So I posted this on my Instagram. This is why I tell y'all to follow my Instagram. What if I told you that waiting for Jesus Christ to return is a deception to distract you from discovering Christ within you, right? So what if this whole time they've been making you, and this is what I try to talk about Christianity, and hear me out, because I'm really about to make sense. This whole time Christianity and religion has made you look to outside sources as your God, as thank you for the donation. They make you look at outside sources for your blessings, for your God, and things like that, right? Now, do I think Christianity was always messed up? No, I don't think it was always messed up, right? But people gain control and they take things and they change it to what they want to, right? So I believe this whole time Christ consciousness has been a level of a dimension that you could reach in consciousness, and they might have made it into a person or made us feel like, oh, that's outside of ourselves, when, you know what I'm saying? You got to realize that Christ consciousness is within you. Christ consciousness is within you, right? So they're making you look to like, oh, pray to your God to make everything happen. Pray to this, and it's like, well, God is within you. God is within you. It's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's exactly when Christianity became a business, that's when it became bad. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to realize that like all your answers are within inside of you. All your answers are inside of you. That's why, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I try to tell people, that religion actually keeps you stuck in ego. Religion actually keeps you stuck in ego, because guess what? Religion doesn't allow you to think that you are the God, right? So because you are thinking that you are not the God, you're thinking that you're an outside entity you're thinking that you're an outside entity of the God, you never allow yourself to transcend the ego and become one with the God. Where that, you ever seen that picture of the human body is rising up into the light? That process doesn't happen to you because you're stuck thinking that you are a physical human being and that your God is outside here, when your God is within you, within everything. You know what I'm saying? And exactly, I do think religion belittles you. Religion makes you think that you don't matter, and this and this and that. And like, even then, let's talk even more about that, right? Because we're going to go into serpent energy. You know what I'm saying? And like, we talk about like how in ancient Egypt, the serpent represents, and I dive deep with this on my Patreon. We talk about the serpent energy and how the serpent energy literally in Egypt represents the awakened one. It represents the third eye, the person who woke up. Thank y'all so much for the donations. Make sure you guys check out the crystal shop, the Patreon, the YouTube, and the Instagram. Also, make sure y'all check out the podcast, link in the bio for all Styx River things. Also, if you want to get you some Styx River merch, link in the bio, crystal shop. So I realized that in ancient Egypt, right, and this is how I understand, like, you know, Christianity started to steal things from other religions, right? Ancient Egypt always talked about the serpent being the symbolism of the awakened one. So why is it that in the Bible, you know, you have the serpent on the tree, right? And in the serpent in ancient Egypt, they talk about the serpent and the tree of life and Kundalini, because the serpent represents the Kundalini, right? It represents the Kundalini that's going up the spine, right? And the reason why it's going up the spine is because the spine is where your chakras are. That's where they align, right? So by taking them chakras and aligning all those chakras, you allow yourself to awaken. And that is when the Kundalini energy travels up the spine, right? And they be trying to make you feel like, oh, the serpent this, the serpent that. But this is our whole medical symbol. The caduceus is the medical symbol. Yet that came from ancient Egypt. But y'all don't want me to listen to ancient Egypt. Y'all don't want me to learn, like, not y'all, but you know, the system don't want me to listen to ancient Egypt. But y'all taking ancient Egyptian symbolism and using it for y'all businesses. So, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all taking ancient Egyptian symbolism and putting it on your dollar bills, right? So what you got to understand is that in the Bible, it talks about, the serpent tried to give them the forbidden fruit that would give them all the knowledge like God. And think about it. Think about it. Think about it. God don't want you to know as much as God, but in ancient Egypt, they want you to know as much as God. They want you to become one with God. No, that ain't exactly. You thought it came from Greek mythology. Greek mythology is a ripoff of ancient Egyptian. It's a ripoff. Hercules, Heru. It's a ripoff. You know what I'm saying? And think about it. Exactly. Think about it. Like, of course, Greek mythology gonna be more popular. Greek mythology, these Greek people who created all of this literally went to Egypt and renamed it, because Egypt is actually called Kemet, and they renamed it, right? And let me prove to you that alchemy came from Egypt. Alchemy, Kemet. That's Egypt, right? And alchemy came from an Egyptian god called Thoth, right? But guess what? In the Greeks and all of that, they tell you, it's Hermes Trismegistus. When no, actually, it's the god Thoth. It's the god Thoth. The Houthi. Thoth. Are there any good books on ancient Egyptian history? You know what I'm going to do? Let me, I'm going to find a number for y'all, right? I'm going to find a way for me to be able to send y'all my book list, right? So, okay, one thing that you can do is, so if you want me to send you guys the list of the books that I read, go to my crystal shop and put your number into that box. And then I'm going to send out a mass message showing all the books that I think y'all should read. So go to the crystal shop and put your number in. And then I'm going to send out a mass message, so that way when I read a new book, I can send it out. Or I would recommend joining the numbers, but you can join the email too, because I'm sending out, you know what I'm saying? So the link in the bio, click crystal shop, right? Link in the bio, click crystal shop. That's why I said if you aren't in America, then Amazon may not be. That's what I'm saying. Amazon list may not be smart. So just put your phone number in or put your email in if you don't have an American number or whatever, right? And then I'm going to send you guys my book list. It's almost like you know what I'm saying? Just going to send it out. Just going to send it out. Okay, we'll use email. Thank you. What we buying? You're not buying nothing. I mean, if you want to go buy something, you can go support and get some crystals. But if I'm saying buying some books for yourself, baby, I need to have the site for your crystal shop. Link in my bio, click crystal shop, right? Link in my bio, click crystal shop. Right? I hope she reads it. The 7 sins are blocks for the 7 chakras. All right, cool. I clicked don't send text on accident. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. How many books have you read so far? I've read a lot of books. I actually read a lot of books once at a time too, to allow my mind to, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Carib woman, yes. She did just order. Talk about other star seeds. Caribbean woman, please tell them that my crystals sell out very fast, which is why I be telling them to get it. Tell them, because you said it yourself. The crystals sell out very fast. Please tell them and be the testimony and let them know. Sticks, talk about star seeds. I feel like star seeds, chosen ones, indigo children are all the same things, you know. Do you listen to conscious rappers? I listen to conscious music, like myself. I listen to Janae Aiko, but if you want to listen to some conscious music, I also have a I have a link. I have a link in my bio that says Styx's Manifestation Playlist, and I put like a whole bunch of spiritual people that I listen to if you want to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see the Amethyst on your site, so you must have sold out. I do have Amethyst. You just gotta go down to like scroll up and then click to the next page. But yeah, see, Caribbean Woman is telling you have to buy immediately because it's like the moment I put it up, it sells out, y'all. Like, I promise y'all, I'm not capping. I'm not capping. No rapping my cap. Styx got music for all day music. Yup. I want to learn how to tune the music to be a positive frequency. Go on YouTube. There's a video talking about Audacity. It teaches you. It teaches you. Why aren't people consistent when they want to be? You know, consistency is a hard thing to keep up. Consistency is really hard. I made an account for your crystal shop with my email. I hope that works. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But, listen, man. Follow me on YouTube. Make sure y'all join the Patreon, too, because on the Patreon, I be breaking down some real stuff, bruh. On the Patreon, I be breaking down some real stuff. But, yeah, man, you have no idea who's... Styx, you have no idea who's watching this. Who's watching this? Who's watching this? Who's watching this? Let me know. Who's watching this? Any ideas for Mystery School yet? I've started the Patreon for the Mystery School. Right? And for the Patreon, I've been breaking down. So let me go on my Patreon and explain. So Patreon is basically like, so I got banned. I was banned from TikTok for 2 days, and this is what I was trying to tell y'all. Like, the Patreon, I'm able to speak about certain things and not get banned. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, man, y'all just go ahead and join the Patreon. And on Patreon, basically what I'm doing is I am taking topics and breaking them down. It's literally like class. It's literally class. I break them down. I give y'all resources to read and things like that. So that's another thing. If you want to find out what I'm reading and what I'm breaking down, you can also join my Patreon because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just like the people in this life, you don't know how you change it. You know, like, for real, I don't want to say the word humble, but I'm so, like, naive to like what's going on that I don't really realize how much I'm helping people. I really just be thinking like, oh, I'm just chilling. When will you have more wrap necklaces? I have more wrap necklaces by the end of August, or like give me another 2 weeks, I should have them in there. But honestly, if you guys feel like I've actually helped y'all on your spiritual journey, then please put that in the comments, because I feel like I don't really be understanding that, and I really don't be knowing. Like, I be so like, I don't want to say humble, but humble. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if I helped you, you know, let me know. Like, and make sure y'all please listen to my podcast, because I'm really taking that serious. I'm gonna show y'all my podcast. You have transformed my life. Why are sevens so attracted to other sevens? I don't know, but you know I'm a 7. Someone said slaves weren't bought on boats from... I don't know about that. Like, the whole slave... I don't want to talk about that. You have Shun Got It Organized? Nope, my Shun Got It Organized sold out. Definitely help me on my journal. Where you get gas mask? I need some. Amazon. I'm just not following you already, but leaning again. Oh, I appreciate that. I wanted to let y'all know, if any of y'all have been listening to... First of all, this is the crystal shop I wanted to show y'all. So if any of you guys have been listening to my songs, right? So first of all, this is where all the crystals are at. Amethyst is right there for whoever said Amethyst wasn't there. Amethyst is right there. Right? So this is the crystals. I was trying to show you, I also got some amazing merch, like Styx River tees, Styx Mystery School stuff. You know what I'm saying? Phone cases. I even got my own manifestation journal, y'all. My own manifestation journal. Who y'all know? And it's crazy because if you know this song, you know that in the song I say, have you ever spoke something into reality and it happened? I got a manifestation journal, y'all. Y'all ain't, come on, bruh. I even got yoga mats, bruh. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like that. But what I really wanted to talk about about. I want y'all to see the podcast. Who did your website?
Up,
I did my own website. Oh no, it's not on there. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to put my website on my. I'm trying to put my podcast on my website. I'm about to put my podcast on my website. Hold on. Your music is dope. Wait to talk as much. Oh, I appreciate that. Hold on, y'all. I'm putting my podcast on my website, so y'all could be able to watch it. Put my podcast on my website. It's on Spotify. It's on Spotify. It's on Spotify, guys. I don't see the journal. Click link in my so when you go in the crystal shop, click merch, and then when you're on merch, make sure you're checking all the pages. All right, so look. It's called Styx's Mystery School, my podcast, right? So it's on Spotify. I'm about to put it on my website. Okay? I'm about to put it on my website. When you click the link in my bio, it's gonna say podcast. And also make sure y'all check out my music. Okay, edit link. And my podcast is officially on my website. Okay, cool. Where do you get your crystals from? I love your music. Okay, so I have a vendor that actually goes out and mines these crystals. My life path number is 7. My life path number is 7. That's why my newest project is called 7. But my next project is gonna be super spiritual, like y'all not even gonna be ready for it, y'all. Y'all not even gonna be ready for it. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram too. If you are a 7 life path number, you're probably gonna really like my project 7. How do you find my life path number? You just have to Google life path number, and then there should be a website that lets you put it in. Right? But yeah, man. Y'all go ahead, y'all go get y'all crystals, man. And make sure when you get the Chevron Amethyst, right? Make sure you place it on your third eye when you meditate. Right? So, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm out.